shaking, Reject Nation? It's John coming at you. Happy E3 week. I'm probably the last person you'd expect to see introducing E3 week on this channel or any other channel for that matter, but I saw this trailer drop this afternoon and I just was plumb excited about it, so I thought we could check it out together. And just, you know, a preface for the week, we're going to be doing a good amount of E3 coverage. There are a lot of game trailers dropping. Today alone, between Microsoft and Bethesda, you had a whole bunch of different trailers dropping. Probably won't get to everything, but we're going to get to some of the big stuff, some of the stuff you guys want to see. So we will be doing some video game coverage. You'll see me in some of the videos, you'll see Greg in some of the videos, but I know what you might be thinking. You may be thinking, John, what gives? You're a movie channel. And that's true, we are not a video game channel first and foremost, but Greg and I did come up playing a good amount of video games. We both have a lot of enthusiasm for video games, I think, and he's actually been making time lately to catch up on some. I know he's played The Last of Us, Uncharted, he's working his way through Red Dead Redemption right now, which looks awesome. And I just moved all my old consoles back in, so I'm looking forward to catching up on some things, maybe starting BioShock or something like that. We are not experts necessarily, and so throughout the week, you're also going to be seeing a whole bunch of our very talented and very video game savvy friends coming by, lending their knowledge, lending their expertise to y'all, and, you know, just helping us make these as good as they can be. So keep an eye out for that, and check out all their respective channels and whatnot, share the love. But right now, we're going to hop into Devil May Cry 5. Very excited about this game. It's been a long time since they've made a Devil May Cry. It's like a decade, right? Since Devil May Cry 4 came out. But yeah, we're going to talk about some Devil May Cry at the moment because this is a series of games that I actually played. I really like Devil May Cry. And I was really excited this afternoon when I heard they dropped a new one because, you know, whenever I'm wistfully pining for video games, this is usually one of the titles I think of where I'm like, oh, it would be really cool to get a new one of those. And yep, here we are right now. And I guess this is a direct sequel to Devil May Cry 4. They did a reboot a little while back, which I heard was pretty good. It's the one I haven't gotten to play any of yet, but from what I understand, it was pretty good, but didn't do very well here, and so it's been kind of a lull for the series since then. From what I hear, this is a direct sequel to Part 4, continuing on the original story, not the alternate timeline, so I am pretty excited to see these characters again, so let's jump into this. Yep. Damn.
We've known each other a long time.
Whoa!
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
They're demons! I see them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens.
Whoa. That's rad. Ah, yeah, the rev.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? You're my crew!
Damn. Woo.
Cheer up, crew cut.
Oh! Is that like an auto mail?
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
He's pretty good at killing demons. I gotta. Whoa! Like clock thing.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
Whoa! Ah! That's horrifying.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Oh! Whoa!
I've got a score to settle with that son of a...
Devil May Cry.
Oh! Is that Tonto? Yeah! Oh! Okay. All right. That's exciting. For a second there, I didn't know if we were going to see him or not. Ah! All right, give me a second. I like that Nero got himself a haircut, and now Dante looks like a platinum John Wick, which is not a bad idea to me. I had a lot of fun with this trailer, man. I mean, part of what drew me to these games in the first place was this wild mishmash of the tones here. I mean, I found it through Resident Evil, because I guess this was supposed to be a Resident Evil sequel that just got so different that they were like, we gotta call it something else. And you can see, like, I get how we got here from Resident Evil, but yeah, it's its own thing. And I've always admired that kooky blend of badass, stylish, hack and slash action, that overall gothic meets heavy metal vibe with these literary and religious themes pulled in, different like heaven and hell demonic ideas and stuff like that, with the wacky humor and the over-the-top violence and stuff. There's like a big blood fountain in this trailer, which like totally brought me back. This is a cinematic trailer. There is some gameplay in here, it does look like, but overall, I mean, I just loved the tone of this because it looked appropriately angsty, it looked appropriately badass, it looked appropriately messed up, because a lot of the creatures you wind up fighting in these games are horrible, like hybrid monstrosities. I love that dude with the big mouth belly and things like that. There's something in these games that always feels like they're a bit of a love letter in some way, shape, or form to Evil Dead. I always get a very sort of gleeful vibe from these games. Dante and Nero are kind of like if Ash was, you know, a little bit more competent and a lot more badass. Like, Ash is pretty badass, but, you know, like, they're always spouting one-liners and they rarely break a sweat. Just all these combinations really scratches an itch for me, and this game looks like it's bringing all that back in full force. And the biggest difference to me is I didn't get to play the remake game, but just 10 years since Devil May Cry 4, and video games have changed a ton. So part of me is just in awe of how beautiful and crazy all these different landscapes and all these different set pieces look. You know, because they were always cool before, but, you know, just to see them look that much more photo real and stuff like that is really exciting to kind of watch a game that you've known through various iterations throughout your life grow into something super modern like this. And he doesn't have the Devil Bringer, which is a surprise. And again, Ash. But I think that's a cool thing to add to this. I bet you're going to be able to switch it out and do different combos or upgrade it in various ways. And I'm excited for what that might add to the action. I've always had fun with these games sort of oscillating between the different attack styles and whatnot. And I like his spunky southern sidekick, whoever that is. His like girl in the chair, you know, tech person. Making him she's like Winry, but southern, and that, you know, gives, like, you know, you had Trish in the earlier games who was kind of a partner to Dante, and then you had Kyrie who was sort of like the love interest, who's like the Princess Peach of Devil May Cry 4. This little buddy relationship they've got going on here, at least in this trailer, seems like a lot of fun to me. Maybe she's gonna be like your person you're checking in with a whole lot, upgrading your auto mails and stuff. And I love that they're cruising around in the van with the Devil May Cry logo on the side and stuff like that, you know, like a mobile shop almost. And yeah, just the way this trailer starts out, even with the spooky old narration, the guy with the cigarette, and you're just seeing all these images from the ground level, like, these look so cool. And this has always been a game series that I wish I could find a way to bring to life as a movie, but video games are so much more like movies now than they ever have been. So in a sense, I guess I don't need to, but someday I would like to. But yeah, I mean, this just looks like it has everything I remember loving about Devil May Cry. I'm curious on the flip side, being that it's been so long and video games have progressed so much, what the gameplay style is going to be like. I mean, from the images, just from the look, it seems like you're still going to be able to do the similar kind of very heightened, really stylish, and probably not too hard to combo with fighting styles, you know, switching between the sword and the shooting. You probably have like a good lock mechanism or whatever. You never know, and they have gotten a little more sophisticated over time with some of their combos and moves you got to remember. So I'm curious, you know, as somebody who still has to kind of get acquainted to the new age of video games, the PS4s and the Xbox Ones of the spectrum, I'm curious about just what it's going to do to the overall world and motion. I mean, the games have always been pretty cinematic, so I don't think it's going to get in the way too much. I don't anticipate that. From where I'm sitting right now, this looks really cool. I mean, it's clearly updated to the now, but it's also building off the classic series. I'm curious about what the story is going to be about overall. Nero's got a score to settle, and that cutscene there looked pretty intense when Devil Bringer is being like ripped off of his body. I'm wondering who that is in the cloak. I gotta imagine that's probably whoever you're after, or one of the people you're after in this game. There's some fan speculation in the comments that might be Virgil. Maybe. I don't know. At this point, I never expect anybody to stay dead, so who knows. But yeah, I mean, just seeing this again after so long, this looked totally badass. I had a great time just with this little trailer alone, and it made me really want to go back and revisit the old ones, and it made me really excited to get my hands on this one, so gonna have to upgrade some of my equipment. And also, you know, just looking forward to the rest of the week, hearing what everybody else has up their sleeves and whatnot. Just today, they announced Halo Infinite, Kingdom Hearts 3, Gears of War 5, Fallout 76. I guess there's gonna be a new Doom and a new Wolfenstein, which is pretty exciting to me. Skyrim and Elder Scrolls are throwing out their new stuff. So yeah, keep an eye out throughout the week. We'll be covering a whole bunch of different stuff, and we'll have a lot of great guests on, so be sure to check them out, give them some love as well, thank them for coming by. But yeah, let me know what you thought. Hit us up down in the comments, and as always, you can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell to get updated every time a review or a video is out, because why would the subscribe button do that? And if you love us that much, you can check us out on Patreon. We got a whole bunch of cool exclusives over there. And yeah, we will see you on the next one. Cheers, people!